Hey campers, George here, back in the man cave. Got an email the other day from, remember these guys? Swiss Tech. Remember them? They did the Word deck. They also did this combination thing that they sent to me. This is what they just sent to me. Need to look this thing up. It's not out for another couple of days. We're ahead of the game. Let's check it out. So as I was saying, a couple of weeks ago, about 10 days ago, Swiss Tech, these guys, contacted me and said, we really like your channel here. And they've done that before, and they sent me this stuff, which was like a whole combination thing for outdoors. And to be honest, you know, this stuff is made in China. The Word deck that I originally bought at Walmart, believe it or not, is my #1 viewed video. Who would have thunk, right? Anyway, I've looked at a lot of their products, and they contacted me and said, we have a new knife, we want you to look at it. It is pre-production. It's going into production right now, but we wanted to send you this so that you could get it out and show it to your viewers. She said, I'll put it in the mail and send it to you. Here we are. It's this guy. See that? And this is the Swiss Tech, you know, the names. Kraftig. That. And they call it the large bushcraft fixed blade knife. And you can see the picture. You know, their boxes are awesome. You don't even have to look up the information on them. Everything's on the box. And they have that magnetic thing. Let's just pull this guy out. Let's have a look at it. Some of the specs and whatnot on it. I haven't looked at it. Well, I opened the box and looked and saw it, and there it was. Wow. It's a big guy. Check that out. Wow. It's got some weight to it. Look at this thing. Huh. I have not looked at their fixed blade stuff. I've always looked at their folders and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. I like this. I thought it was well made, well designed, certainly. And that's what they do. They design them here in the US and have them made in China. So looking at this guy, look at that. This is it's got some weight. It's thick. Let's see what it's all about. They say here, here we go. Tactile, trademarked, coated D2 steel blade. So they're talking about this black stuff. High carbon D2 steel wrapped in our tactile coating for added abrasion resistance, increased blade strength, and textured grip. Not sure I want to grip the blade. But look at that. It's actually very nice. D2. Now, I didn't know they used D2. I know they use the AUS 8 Japanese steel. I think that's what it was called. Well, pretty good steel, certainly on their folders. But this, D2, wow. Spine jimping, full tank construction, and a bow drill divot fire starting aid. That's got to be in the hand. Oh, there you go, look at that. Right there. So, you would put that on there. And you're off to the races for dinner. Very cool. What is this? Premium canvas Makata handle. It's grippy. It's very grippy. Look at this. They do this a lot with all their products. It's the first thing you'll notice about them. They highlight with red, and it really sticks out. But look at this handle. It's grippy. It's grippy. They have there's a sheath. It's a premium hard sheath. And extended tang for hammering. At first I thought, why do you have to extend the tang if you're going to... Then I realized they meant hammering. Look at the back. See how it sticks out? Wow. Got that. Bang stuff in. Huh. Well, yeah. Nice idea. But this is really nice. It's well finished. Well finished. Because they had the hammer, most people would put the lanyard here. Well, what they did is you got the 3 screw setups holding the handle together, but look at the last one. It's a straight through. You can put the lanyard through there. Yeah, pretty smart. Jimping on the blade there. So your thumb sits right there. It's pretty good. It's not sharp, but it gives you grip. You can feel it if you look at it there. Very nice. Premium hard sheath, fiberglass reinforced nylon, hard sheath featuring a swiveling belt clip for carrying versatility. And I'm looking at this. That rotates. So back carry, side carry, horizontal carry, whatever carry you want to call it. So this will go in there. Oh, it clips in. Oh, it's in there tight. Yep, it's in there tight. It's not going anywhere. And they do have your thumb press so you can pop it off. I like that. I don't like to just pull out, you have it stiff, then you pull out and you hit something, somebody, yourself. This is a setup for a right-hand carry. And of course, you got that release. I like that idea. It's a nice sheath. You can't set it, well, you can set it up for left-hand carry, but it's going to face that way. Whereas this is a right-hand carry setup, I suppose. How important that is, I'm not sure. Maybe they should have thought, well, it's kind of a plain sheath. It works. It's solid, ain't going nowhere. Good snap on it. It'll handle the weight of the knife. They actually called it a large bushcraft fixed blade knife. Okay, I can go with that. It's a drop point, obviously, very slight. It's big. The blade is a little long for bushcraft, but they do say large bushcraft, a large bushcraft knife. So, oh look, lanyard material. Does it fit? Come on. Oh, it's right there. Maybe if I push it in this side. There we go. Lanyard. And it looks like reflective on it. You can see there. Very nice. So back to, they're saying it's a bushcraft knife. When I opened it, I thought, oh, that's a nice camp knife, right? But they're saying bushcraft, and I think they, that little big for bushcraft, the blade. Let's see what they say. Here's the specs on it. So it's D2 steel, blade thickness 4.9 millimeters. That's 0.2 of an inch. That's got some thickness to it. Is that tactile coating? Yeah, nice idea. D2 is very rust. It'll rust. And putting this on, that's going to help. Knife weight. Told you it's a little heavy. 290 grams, 10.2 ounces. It's not bad. It's got some weight. Overall length, they say 10 and a quarter. Yeah, they're right on the button on that one. But to tip, 10 and a quarter inches. For you foreigners, 260 millimeters plus or minus. The blade length, 5.2 inches. Here we go. Here's the description. Blurring the lines between bushcraft survival and camp knives. All-purpose, built to excel your adventure. And they say chopping, battening wood for the campsite. So they're pretty confident this would be a good battener. Woohoo! I like this. In fact, it's getting me all itchy and scratchy. Let's go into the woods and play. Woot! Okay, here we are. We're going to go that way. Trudge through the forest back there. This is Riverbend. It's a nature center. Favorite place to go trudge. Let's head on down there. We'll take the cutter with us and maybe find a spot and let's give it a good test. See what it can do. And we'll look for stuff on the way down there. Hey, it's a trudge. This is a great place to walk. It's beautiful here. Summer, winter, fall, spring. With all the rain we've had, there's a lot of this. These little mushrooms. Everything is soaking wet. We've had floods here. It's the most rain I've seen in a long time. Not sure if we'll be able to get access to the place I want to go. Still got runoff coming through here. Look at that. Hasn't rained in a couple of days. Wow. Huh. It's full. This is the Straight River. This is one of the fullest I've ever seen it. Interesting with all the rain. See that? Had a mudslide. Paddle in campsite only. So you have to come down the river to use this campsite. Well, to stay overnight. If you want to just hang out there, they don't mind. Something I've been working on for months. And I thought this would be a good opportunity just to take and see how it does so far. Hey. Okay, found a nice shady spot right by the river. Always a good thing to have the water in the background and the noise, and listen to this. Wonderful, isn't it? This guy. And like I said, this is from Swiss Tech. They'd sent it to me. It is not available right now. I believe they plan to have it in the shelves within a month. And I got to tell you, it's a nice knife. Here's the knife here in the sheath, and it has that push to release. I like that idea. A lot of them don't have that. So here's the knife here. You can see nice drop point. Has their trademark coding on it. The Mikado handles, the red highlighters. Very nice. I put the lanyard on here through that hole. Interesting through those. One isn't. And here you can see for your bushcraft skills, fire starting, using a bow drill. So that's a nice touch. I like that idea. They do say it is a camp bushcraft knife. For me, and I know why they did that. This is a camp knife for me. Look, a nice big blade, thick as ever, D2 steel, solid handle, drop point, everything you need for a good solid camp knife. The questions I have is, can you actually start a fire without a bow drill? I don't know about you, but I'm horrible at that, and I've tried a number of times and been so successful. I carry a fire starter kit. In it I have a lighter, first option, and then ferro rods, which have never failed me. Wet, snow, rain, sunshine, they always work. So, and of course you have this hard plastic sheath, and it has the swivel on it there. I will say that as soon as they said bushcraft, I was hoping they would have a place to put a fire steel in here, just to slide in there. I think that would have been a nice touch to add to the bushcrafty feel, but they kept it really plain. It works well, no problem. It's a solid sheath, doesn't rattle in there. This you can rotate, so you can, So what I want to do now is, well, they say you can batten with it, you can do all sorts of things with it, and I kind of believe them. That's a pretty thick spine right there. And let's see if we can chop up some wood, do a little bit of carving and whatnot with it, and can't start a fire. We're under fire restrictions right now. So I went and found some wood, and believe it or not, I chopped this piece off using the knife, just as a chopper. It did okay. It's got some weight to it, sharp D2 steel. Went through it pretty well. It's not soft wood. I am not about to build a bushcraft camp with my knife. Okay. I use a knife for certain chores, bushcraft or camping, and they are limited. It's a knife. You can do a lot with it if you need it, but typically I would have an axe or a saw with me, which neither of which I brought, because I wanted to see what I could do with this. What we're going to do is we're going to play with this piece of wood, and obviously it needs to be able to clean wood off. You can see there, it's slicing through this, and this is not soft wood. It's hard, and I'm just taking the bark off and just underneath, so no problem there. You want to clean up the ends, and we'll do that now. I'm going to use my seat as a working spot, and or a small chopper. Can I chop into this wood? Chopper, obviously. If you need to shape some wood, you're making your bushcraft shelter, you can shape a piece of wood, sharpen the end of a piece of wood. This thing, wow. Okay, and now can I clean it up and make a nice point out of it if I need it? Yeah, it seems to do that okay. Now that could do some damage. The other thing that I needed to do is make firewood. When I'm camping, I would not use anything bigger than this for the fire. I feel I don't really need it. I never keep a fire for long. So this will work for me. So what I want to do is I'm going to see if I can chop this off, and then we'll split it down to make tinder. So the first thing I want to do, and they say that you can, is I carry this guy. It's just a knocker on the header, mallet, and I'm going to use it to see, but you want to be able to chop the wood. I've made it a lot smaller, and now split, no problem. You want to clean up the end for whatever reason you're using it for. You don't want little sharp edges on it. It's never a good thing. So can you clean up? This thing is as big as it is, it's sharp. Got all the pokey bits out of the way. No problem there. Yeah. Can I make a put a stop cut in there? Got a V-notch, not very pretty. Clean it up, show some respect, George. So you can notch with it, it'll work fine. I just cut the end off quickly, chopping through it, no problem. We want to split this because we want to make a fire and we need some fire starters. Well, not fire starters, but we need some tinder. So I want to be able to split it. It's splitting it just fine. Look at that. And like I said, this is not exactly soft wood. So it'll certainly do the job. By the way, you should always get the knife started. I wonder if we can feather. Let's see how we do. Wow. Nice. Little feather a stick. No problem there. Wow. Nice. So for me, it's done everything I needed to do for now. I mean, you can make a 10 spike. Obviously not as thick as this, but you can certainly use it to shape any smaller piece in this into a 10 spike. I mean, it does it pretty easy. Here's the blade. This marks easily. Is that a problem? Nope. Still feels sharp. Not seeing any damage on it. It's D-tool, it's not going anywhere. So, and of course on the top here. Now the one issue I have is, like I said, I like ferro rods. This, I'm not sure, will strike a ferro rod. Oops. Let's see. So I got my ferro rod here. This is a Eric's Lights. I like theirs. Ooh, wow. Who am I to complain? Yeah, look at that. That surprised me. It doesn't feel like it would do it. Look at that. Wow. Oh, that coating has come off. You see that? Is that a big deal? Nope, because it certainly helped with this. I mean, look at that. This thing. Very nice. To be honest, I was having my doubts about that, but wow, that worked. A quick field test on this guy. I don't do that much anymore, and there's only certain people I'll go with, and I got to tell you, I like the Swiss stick stuff. I think they do a good job. The design and that is fantastic. They've really thought about it. However, to be honest, I got to tell them, you need to do more with this. It works. It's functional. It does the job. You've got your everything safe about it. I really like that, and I think that's a big plus. Such a nice knife and such a plain, boring sheath. It works, but it's plain. So, but hey, who knows? So there you go. A very quick and dirty look at what you can do with this. Well, what I can do with it and what I would use it for. I think it's a good solid knife. I really like the feel, the handle. D2 steel you can't beat. Jimping, drop point. To me, it's a solid camp knife for sure. Bushcraft, it'll do the job. I think, Swiss Tech, Kraftig, coming to you soon. Real soon. Just saying. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. You know the story. Pretty sure I'll be back with something else. Gonna work on my walking stick now. Gotta get that done. You all be safe out there, especially when you're playing with something like this. Watch when you're striking, where it's going, what it's doing. You don't want to hurt yourself. Thanks for watching. Always appreciated. We'll see you again soon.